The woman threw her remaining food to the mouse in the corner. The reason was simple. When she had been on the brink of starvation, the mouse had led her to food, helping her regain some strength. After eating and drinking, the woman noticed a fidget spinner in a nearby box. She picked it up and began spinning it absent-mindedly. However, when the spinner came to a stop, something suddenly clicked in her mind. She looked up at the air conditioner above her head, and a bold idea formed. Summoning all her strength, she pulled an iron rod off the shelf. Carefully, she inserted the rod into the fan cover of the air conditioner and began to pry at it with all her might. After a few forceful attempts, the protective cover came loose. Then, she picked up the iron rod and aimed it at the rapidly spinning fan blades. After taking a deep breath to steady herself, she jabbed the rod inside. Unexpectedly, the steel pipe was flung away by the violent rotation. The resulting impact sent a jolt of pain through her body. Meanwhile, the fan continued spinning at high speed, and the temperature in the cold storage kept dropping. The woman felt a wave of despair wash over her. But when she saw the frail little mouse still struggling to survive, she felt a twinge of compassion. She picked it up and tucked it into her arms, hoping the shared body heat might help them both endure the cold. Just as she was on the verge of freezing to death, her hand brushed against something in her backpack. It was a lighter. A flicker of hope sparked in her heart. She quickly lit it. Though the flame was small, it brought warmth and comfort. She then used it to ignite her college admission letter and began tearing up her textbooks to feed the flame. The fire temporarily kept the cold at bay, but the confined space quickly filled with thick smoke from the burning paper. Choking and coughing, she realized she was running out of oxygen. Panicked, she extinguished the fire using a piece of cardboard. Cold air rushed in, cutting through her weakened body like knives. In that moment of pain and confusion, she noticed something on a half-burned piece of paper, a poster of the ice storage facility. It suddenly gave her an idea. She began moving boxes, one by one. Through relentless effort, she built a makeshift shelter. It wasn't airtight, but it could block much of the freezing wind. She crawled inside and sealed the entrance with cardboard, then lit the lighter again to sustain her hope. But before long, the lighter's fuel ran out. Now trapped in the cold without a source of heat, the woman eventually fainted. No one knows how much time passed. When she finally awoke, her body was stiff and numb. She saw the little white mouse lying motionless outside her shelter. She tried to reach for it, but her arm wouldn't move. That's when she realized just how cold it had become. The temperature must have dropped to hundreds of degrees below freezing. Her arm had frozen in an instant. Determined to survive, she yanked her arm free with great effort. When she reached out and touched the mouse, she realized with horror that her entire body had already gone stiff. All hope seemed lost. The woman, scarred and frozen, could no longer endure. She collapsed again, slipping into unconsciousness. But in the nick of time, at the edge of life and death, her father arrived and forced open the heavy ice storage door. He had come just in time. The woman survived.